What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we are here for BBL week number 2 against the New Jersey Alters. If you guys want to skip the team builder, make sure to check out the timestamp on the screen and in the chapters as well. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So looking at the matchup here, my opponent has a Zekrom. Yeah, very scary. Zekrom is super scary, an amazing Pokemon, 24 points, nothing to laugh at. On top of that, they have the Tornadus and the Galar Slowking, the regen cores there. On top of that, there's a Tapu Fini, which the synergy with the Zekrom isn't all that because Zekrom really wants to click his dragon type attacks. But there's also a Scizor, super annoying mod to deal with, just amazing answer. An amazing core with Fini and Scizor is just amazing. I said amazing 3 times there, but whatever. Frostlass there for spikes. Darmanitan, super fast, hits really hard, breaks those steel types that this team currently struggles with a lot. Hydreigon as a secondary dragon type is nice, but again, the synergy with Tapu Fini is not great because it does also want to click a lot of Dracos, and against grounded Pokemon, it's going to be weakened. Audino adds to the regen core, same thing with Eldegoss, gets Rapid Spin, and then at the very end you see Mudsdale. Mudsdale is needed because this team has no rocker currently outside of Mudsdale, which I'm going to take to my advantage. I'm going to try and use it that way, and we'll see if it ends up coming to our matchup. But guys, that's going to be their team. Let's take a look at what we are bringing and why. So overall, I see a couple things are really good, but what I want to start off my strategy with was focusing on what can I just win with and what do I need to stop myself from losing. So right now, everything on my team has a way to prevent myself from just auto-losing to a Dragon Dance Zekrom, which is the biggest threat to my team. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting off with our first mon being Varric, the Porygon 2, making its season debut. This Pokemon is really nice. We have the coverage of Bolt Beam, Electric, and Ice in Discharge, and Ice Beam, which is very nice here. We are Analytic over Trace. I really want to be Trace because of the 4 Regenerator Pokemon, but Analytic is better. The reason for that is because I need a way to make sure I can always 2-KO the Zekrom with Ice Beam. Foul Play wouldn't do it. And it can always just go for like bulk up, I think. No, it doesn't get bulk up, but either way, it can take hits, it can invest for the foul play. Ice Beam, it can't really invest for as consistently. So we want to have a way to just weaken it as much as possible. Now, this is my worst answer to Zekrom on my entire team because it relies on getting 2 hits with Ice Beam against it, which is not the best. We do have Recover, we do have Teleport, which are ways to kind of, I guess, threaten it quite a bit because we're always going to be healthy against this thing. We're always going to get into good pivots against it. If they try to get into the Scizor or the Torn or the Tapu Fini, all of which can carry knockoff, then I can always just teleport out into an answer to those Pokemon. And those Pokemon all have one thing in common. They really help out my next Pokemon, which you're going to see. Now, in general, the investment we have on the side is mostly physical, and the reason for this is because we need to take hits from the Zekrom. P2 takes 2 Jolly Zekrom Bolt Strikes after Rocks. We also take 2 Jolly +1 Fusion Bolts, and we take 2 Adamant +1 Dragon Claws. We take 2 Scarf Darmanitan Flare Blitz, and we are able to take 1 +1 Bolt Strike without our Eviolite. Now let's say if our Eviolite gets knocked off by something like the Scizor, the Fini, the Torn, and we can just recover back up to full, we'll take the hit from the Zekrom and be able to fire off a nice 55-ish% with an Ice Beam, which will be very nice. The rest I just threw into my special defense to be able to take its better from a special Torn that doesn't have knockoff. I guess a Slowking as well, which can't really touch us at all because we can just paralyze it with the Discharge. Would be super nice. I know that there is Terrain, but I think that having the Discharge chance to para things is a bit more important than the extra 10% power that the Thunderbolt has. So yeah, that's going to be our P2 Varric with the Eviolite Analytic, of course. And then we have our next mon being our main win condition this week, and that's going to be Appa the Solgaleo. We are running Sunsteel Strike, Earthquake, Flame Charge, and Morning Sun with the weakness policy. This set pops off against so many things. It's actually incredible. We can pop off against the Zekrom because Zekrom might carry Crunch. Yeah, maybe has Earthquake or Shadow, not Earthquake, but Bolt Strike. It might have Shadow Claw for us as well, but if it goes for the Bolt Strike, then number 1, we outspeed. And we 2-KO with Earthquake as long as it doesn't go for Magnet Rise. I feel pretty good about that, to be honest. Then there's the Tornadus. What is Torn going to do against me? Dark Pulse? Okay. Pop my weakness policy. I take the hit pretty easily because I'm a Solgaleo. Knockoff, same thing. You're going to go for U-turn? Fine. Hurricane. I resisted. All good. I can Morning Sun back up and get healthy again. I feel fine against it. Slowking. What are you going to do to me? Flamethrower? Okay. Pop my weakness policy. I'll take it. As long as you don't burn me, I'm happy. And you have Misty Terrain to protect me on that too, so I'm not as worried. The Tapu Fini, you get Surf, Scald. I can be burnt in terrain. Moonblast, I resist it. You know, for knockoff or Shadow Ball? Give me my boost. Scizor, what are you gonna do against me? Bolt Punch does nothing. U-turn does like 35%. Are you gonna go for a knockoff? That'll pop my weakness policy, and I go for Flame Charge twice. It means I guarantee outspeed anything, even Scarfers. Then there's Frostlass. Frost is a little bit annoying because it outspeeds me, but still, I can beat that thing. Darmanitan, I don't really take many hits from, but if I get a Flame Charge, then I outspeed it. so I feel pretty good. Only issue is if my weakness policy is not activated, then I'm actually not going to be able to get as much offensive power that I want against it. So it's a chance I actually don't Oko the Darmanitan from full with the Earthquake. It's a pretty big chance. So we have to make sure we get some chip on it, which our next one will help us out with a lot. Hydra, again, we actually take a hit from Hydra, so we can set up on it if we need to. The issue is it does outspeed me no matter what, which sucks. The Audino, the Eldegoss, whatever, they're not coming. If they do, fine. Mudsdale is the one Pokemon that can actually threaten this thing. The only Pokemon that can threaten this set. And if that happens, it kind of gets taken advantage of by everything on my team. And I mean that. Everything on my team beats it. So I have double waters, I have a dragon type in my Kyurem, which can just nuke it. I have a Dragapult, which can beat it 1v1. And I have a Ice Beaming Porygon too. So I feel pretty good about that. Our next mon is going to be Oogie the Quagsire. Quagsire is really good here. We're running Earthquake, Scald, Recover, and Encore. Now, Encore is there because if on the off chance that he decides to go with a Magnet Rise on the Zekrom, I have Encore to lock it into that. If you want to go for a Dragon Claw, fine, take 17% from Rocky Helmet, you're still Encored into that. I then have a Fairy type. I have a Steel type, which can then resist or be immune. I feel good about that. It also helps me out in case it goes for Dragon Dance, or it goes for Roost, or it goes for literally anything. If the Scizor comes in, tries to set up or recover on me, or Bullet Punch or whatever, and I can go for an Encore, amazing. I'm in a really good spot with this thing. It just Encore is an amazing move. It was so good in the mocks for me, and it's one of the reasons why this thing is not as passive as I might think it might be, which is good. It also, I believe, goes through sub, which is kind of nice. In general, we have a good bit of investment here. We're running a, what is the word I'm looking for? A relaxed nature, because we don't really need the speed on this for anything specific. We do take two adamant, non-boosting Zekrom's Dragon Claws after a Spike. Spike does more damage than Rocks, that's why I wanted to calculate for that. Unaware is there for the Scizor or the Hydreigon, not for the Zekrom because it does have Terrible, which goes through it. We take a +1 Zekrom's Life Orb Dragon Claw after Spike, and if Zekrom has Magnet Rise to set up on me, I click Encore. If Zekrom clicks a setup move against me, or on switching, I click Encore. Basically, it's just that's really what it's there for. I take two timid, non-boosted Hydra's Dragon Pulses from full, not Dragon Pulses, Dark Pulses from full, and we take two no special attack Hurricanes or one no special attack Grass Knot from the Tornadus, and we take two timid Feenies Moonblast from full. Very good Pokemon here, super important for the success of the team, and the Rocky Helmet is there to just break things down, very important. Next one is going to be our Choice Specs Dragapult. Now, this was not the original Dragapult set I was running. I was running something very different, but we went with this because I wasn't bringing it in very often, and I wanted to find ways to just weaken things, pressure things like the Mudsdale, the Feeny, the Scizor, all of which are pressured by the Dragapult here. So we have Draco Meteor, which is really good in certain situations if the terrain is not up. Thunderbolt is there for the Feeny, Flamethrower is there for the Scizor, and then Shadow Ball is there because he only has one resist in Hydreigon, excuse me, and one immunity in the Audino. So it can be really, really nice here. But specs, I think the damage output is so good here. We are modest nature because we don't need to have a timid nature. We outspeed everything naturally. We have speed for the Tornadus right now, which is awesome. And in general, we can just really break things down. Infiltrator is there in case of a sub on the Zekrom. Is there in case of sub whatever. Screens, doesn't matter. I have the Infiltrator to get by that, which is very, very important. Moving on though, our next one is going to be Juan, our Kyurem Black. KB is here, Icicle Spear, Fusion Bolt, Roost, and Dragon Dance. If I get the Dragon Dance, wow, is it game over? As long as the Scizor is not around, it's game over. And the reason for that isn't because Scizor hits me with Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch, if it's got no investment in attack, does like 50%. Then there's the Berry, which does like 25% at the very most. It's mostly because it can take a hit from the +1 Fusion Bolt. So nothing else really can take the hit from both Fusion Bolt and Icicle Spear on this team. So I feel pretty damn good about our Kyurem Black here. We are max speed Jolly, so we can speed tie the Darmanitan. I just put the rest in my attack. I just didn't need anything fancy with this. Just bring it in, click a button, get a win, and that's really what this thing's going to do this season. And then our final mon is going to be Katara, our Primarina. Wakan Berry this week, Moonblast, Scald, Flip Turn, and Encore again. Also there for the Zekrom. If Zekrom wants to try and set up on me, unfortunately, I kind of have to go for the Encore. And if he goes for a Bolt Strike, let's say he's Choice Scarf or Leftovers, or not a non-boosting item, I will take the Bolt Strike with my Wakan Berry, if I'm at full of course, and then fire off the Encore, and then be able to stop it from going for a second, or a Dragon Dance, whatever. I can go into my Quagsire to punish it that way. Moonblast is great for just damaging basically everything outside of like Scizor and Slowking, and I have Scald, which is great for the Scizor to potentially burn that, and then of course Flip Turn to get out of something like the Slowking and go into something like my P2, which can beat it 1v1, or just get better momentum than I really would get otherwise with the Primarina. Guys, that's going to be my team for this battle. If you guys enjoyed the team builder, if you guys enjoyed the battles, make sure to like on the video, of course subscribe as well. Secret word of today's video is going to be steak. Let me know if you guys eat meat, if you guys enjoy steaks, how you cook your steaks, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to a steakhouse tonight, and pretty excited for it. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and the team builder, let's do it. It is time to battle. Welcome back everyone. No Tapu Fini. which makes no sense to me, but whatever. So there's a Tornadus T instead, Zekrom, Scizor, Audino, which is going to be his answer to my Dragapult, which really sucks because I decided to go Specs at the last minute. So, unfortunate. There's also a Mudsdale, which makes quite a bit of sense. Nope, not Mudbomb, I want Mudsdale. And then the Hydra is here as well. So no Darm either, which is super nice. So right now, I can set up against a few things, most notably Scizor and Horn. Okay. Okay, what do I want to lead off with here? I think my lead is still pretty safe of being Katara. It doesn't really lose to anything outright, so we can go with that. We can try and burn things as well as Scald. And this also forces out the Mudsdale, because what's going to do? Get up rocks against me when I can just Scald it and get the KO? At the end of the day, all I want to do is get damage off on the Mudsdale. So yeah. Let's see what Hopeless ends up choosing. Make sure you go and check them out. Link is down in the description. They were at 7 subs at the time of the draft stream. It's been like 2 weeks since then. So hopefully you guys subbed to them. Checked out their BBL content. Yeah, I think their week 1 was against Josh. So yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look and see what we can do. The lead is going to be my Prim, hopefully against his Mudsdale. Or I guess Hydra. One of the two. Tornadus instead. That's fine. I kind of expect there to be a like a U-turn or something, or a Sludge Wave or something going into the Scizor. Do I think Moonblast is my play? Moonblast does more damage to everything except for Scizor and Mudsdale. Moonblast also does more damage to this, which is important. I'll go for the Skull. The chance to get the burn is nice on basically everything. So we'll go for the 50% as he goes for a knockoff. Okay, so it gets rid of my Wakanberry, which is fine. I can go for a Scald here. Big old damage there. We get the burn. No burn. Now at this point in time, I think my play is going to go for Moonblast. Nothing really switches into the Scald, so I'll go for the Moonblast here to get really big damage off. And if they go into the Zekrom, that's good. We'll just see a Heart switch. Audino comes in instead. That's fine. So we'll get a nice Moonblast off on this. Wow, that did nothing. That's incredible. I did nothing. Okay, this thing does probably have Toxic. And it's probably outspeed me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Scald, try and get more residual chip on this, which is, I think, important. The Scald will come out. Big damage. We get the burn on this one. This is nice. So it nullifies the leftovers, and we see a Wish come out. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for another Scald here. What do I want to do? I want to go for a Moonblast. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a Moonblast here. And if I get the KO, I get the KO. If he protects, he protects. And if he does protect, then I go for an Encore the next turn. So this should do big damage to anything. Except for Scizor, of course, which I have the chance to burn. And getting rid of the potential immunity to Ghost is really nice, because right now this is the one thing standing in the way of my my Pulse. This has got the KO. It does not. And we dodge the Toxic, though. Wow. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We are able to get this thing now, I think, in range of the next one. Why did Moonblast do so little compared to... It just feels like it did so little compared to Skull. But I'll go for the Moonblast here. If they go for Toxic, they go for Toxic. With revealed Wish and Toxic. I imagine Protect, potentially. Either way, Moonblast is my play. I'm not leaving. Like, right now, I'm not leaving at all. There's no reason for me to. So we're going to stay in until we die. We're just going to break as much as possible. And I understand getting rid of the specs, potentially, with the knockoff from Torn, but big old damage. That is definitely in range to see a Toxic come out. Now, this time it does connect. And what do I want to go for now? Question is, do I go for a Scald? This thing probably has Protect. It probably does. Nothing wants to be burnt. And I'm pretty confident this thing is in range of Scald now. So I'm going to go for the Scald here. So if I can burn that Scizor, that'd be amazing for me. We'll see if Protect comes out. Imagine a hard swap. Yeah, hard swap. Go Scizor and get the burn, please. Torn instead. That's fine. That's fine. So Skull will come out. That damage there. No burn. I can go for another Scald here. So far it's looking like it's going to be a bulky game. That first Toxic Mist there was pretty big because it meant that they can't go for a free Wish. We're going to see another switch out into what though? Into Scizor. Can I get the burn, please? Can I get the burn on this? That he's so big if I can get the burn. I have 1 out of 3 burns. Doing over half. No burn. No burn. Unfortunate. That's fine though. I think I'll take the Bullet Punch here and I'll be in range still to weaken this. So I'll go for another Scald here. And it is leftovers. We've found that out, which is big. That's so unfortunate. Getting the burn, that would have been so nice for me. Also, I need to make sure I have answers for the Mudsdale. What's going on? Hydra comes in. Alright. We get the burn on this. Like, can I take that? Skull comes in. No burn. Unfortunate. Okay, I'm in Torrent now. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go hard into P2. We're going to play around a bit. There is no immunity to Dragon. There's one resist to Dragon in the Scizor, but I have Draco, which is going to do a lot of damage to everything. See a U-turn come out. That's fine. If I'd gone for Flip Turn there, obviously it would have been a lot better. Torn comes in, I assume. And sadly, I can't break it with anything right now. Mudsdale being here is so annoying. Mudsdale being here is so annoying right now. In comes Scizor, though. So Scizor does get knockoff, which is fine. I don't want to get rid of my helmet right now. I think what I want to do is go for a teleport here. Go for discharge right now. I think I try and go for a discharge here. And then teleport out, right? Because what am I going to go into? I guess I can go into Pult. I'm going to go for teleport into Pult. I imagine a knockoff comes out here. We see a Roost instead, which is fine. It has revealed to not be Occaberry, so we should OHKO with Pult. So Dragapult against Scizor. Flamethrower will OHKO with its max def. But against Audino. How much does Audino take from this? Not much. So is my play going to be going to Appa here? I can't do that. Not with the Mudsdale around. I think it's my place to go into Roku here and just start putting in work. Start trying to break as much as possible. So, I can go for the Draco here, really try and scare this thing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think he stays in with the Scizor, knowing that I can kill with Flamethrower. When he has a whole ass Audino in the back. Switches out. Go Audino. Hydra instead. So we get rid of the Hydra now, which is nice. Okay, I'll take it. This thing outsped Solgaleo. So we get rid of this. A Bombberry won't save you now. Beauty. And that, I think, was his only resist to fire? No, the Zekrom's there. Ooh, Zekrom right now. Okay, Zekrom's fine, I think. Zekrom. Gotta be careful with that stupid thing. At -2, we do 85 to 107. Question is he willing to risk that? Are they willing to risk that? Tornadus comes in instead. I'm fine with that. How much does Torn take from this? Tornadus. Therian at -2. How much are we doing? Not enough. 52 to 61. That's fine. I switch out. Do I go into Varric here? Weaken this. Because right now, when Katar comes in against the Mudsdale, then I'm in an amazing position. Question is, how do I get the Mudsdale in without weakening everything? I'm going to go into Varric here. They're going to go for knockoff. Pretty confident in that because even if it's specs, I don't kill. I'm going to lose my Eviolite on this, which hurts. That really hurts. Yeah, there's the knockoff. I do think teleport, though, is my play. Did I go for teleport before? Is that what I did? Yeah, 31. Teleport. Come on, look at me. There we go. Is it? Oh, okay. Taunt knockoff. That's fine. That's fine. Is my play Ice Beam here? Is it Discharge? What's my play? Is reveal Taunt knockoff. If I go for a Discharge here, as they go into... They go into Audino. How bad is that for me? I'm gonna go for the Discharge here in case they stay in. I can get a potential para on something. Air Slash. It's fine. We can get a nice Discharge off on this. Adaptability boosted Discharge, or Analytic Discharge. Look at that damage there. 30%? No, 30%. Unfortunate. Let's see. We switch out now, I think. I can go into this. I can go into Appa. But Appa's not going to do anything for me right now. I think, unfortunately, what I have to do is I have to go into Katara. Right? And I can go into Oogie and start pressuring. But I'm really going to start losing answers to Zekrom if he gets a Dragon Dance up. So I think I have to go and sack off Katara. Sadly, as much as I don't want to do it, I have to do it. Oh, he switches out. Into what? Audino! That's awesome! That's so good for me. I get a, oh my god, I get a Torn boosted Scald off right now. That's so nice. Okay, Katara's at 52, it's gonna be less than that. So let's go Prim. 52 is, yeah, it's within range. So let's take a look at Audino. Torn boosted Scald. We do 41 to 50 with this. That's incredible damage. Fire off that Scald. Nothing resists anymore outside of Zekrom, which, well, you know, doesn't want to get burnt. Does not want to get burnt. What's coming in here? Or are they going to take 50% off on this? How much I wish I had U-turn on my pult now. Damn. We get the free Scald off on this. That's 50%-ish. Look at that damage. Encore. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. So, Wish Toxic Encore. Wish Toxic Encore. I die the next hit, unfortunately. What comes in now? Zekrom trying to get the burn. Okay, either get rid of the Audino, which means I can Shadow Ball freely now, or I get big damage. I probably Oko the Torn, I Oko the Mudsdale, I get a KO on the Scizor basically, or I get a chance to burn the Zekrom and I get momentum anyways. So I think no matter what happens here, as much as I don't want to have to do this, I think I stay in and I go for Scald. It doesn't seem as good, but I think I stay in and go for Scald. And we get the KO on the Audino, meaning we can start going for very free. Wow, very free, can't do the name. Shadow Balls. That's the one. Okay. Now, what comes in? Is it Torn? Is it Mudsdale? Is it Scizor? I go Varric here nonetheless. Varric has the least amount of importance left. I just need to weaken that goddamn Mudsdale. I just gotta weaken the Mudsdale. Once Mudsdale's weakened, I can start pressuring with Solgaleo. Pretty sure that Sol takes Mudsdale's Earthquake from full, like no matter what. Yeah, no, I think it takes Adamant as well. It does. It does after Rocks too. Problem is, neutral Sunsteel Strike to max defense, Impish, does 28 to 34. If I get the +2, I'm doing 57 to 68, which is not good enough. Then I guess the +1 against me and just starts breaking things. Wow. So annoying. Mudsdale. Okay, beautiful. I'll get my Ice Beam off on this. I'll get really nice damage, which I'll take. So again, Porygon 2 should outspeed the Mudsdale, I believe. And Ice Beam is only going to do like 38%, but still, that's huge damage. I mean, do I want to do that? Because I need damage. I need damage as much as possible. I'm going to force this thing out as often as I can, as quickly as I can. And Ice Beam is just the best way to do that. So Ice Beam comes out 38 to 46. Big damage there. Stamina pops, that's fine. If I can get that kind of damage off on Muzdale, I'm happy. We see rocks here. We see rocks, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Right now, Scizor resists my attack. And I think what I do here is I go for a teleport. He's got to keep the Muzdale around. He's got to keep it healthy. Body press instead, so it just attacks me. It's going to KO. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. How much does Dragon Pulse do to Muzdale? 50 to 60. Is that damage worthwhile here? Or do I go into Oogie now? Because what comes in against Oogie? Nothing wants to get burnt with Scald, so I'll go for a free Scald here. I'll do that. It's going to take Rocky Helmet if it does stay in. I am unaware. So let's take a look. Quagsire. Yeah, I'm going to take at most 42% for max defense. So here I go for the Scald. And I try and burn whatever comes in. If I burn Zekrom, I'm in an amazing position. If I burn Scizor, amazing position. In comes the Torn. Not going to do enough damage against this to get the KO, but still, we do a ton of damage to it. That's some solid damage right there. No burn again. I feel like my burn luck has been really bad this game. Wow. Let's go for another Scald. If it goes for a knockoff here, that'd be amazing. Because I can get the KO on it. Switches out. What are we going to try and burn? Scizor, can we burn this? Can we please burn? The water is so cold today. Please burn. I need 30% chance to pop off. You weren't popping off in the mocks. Thank you! Yes! Oh, so big for us. So big for us. Wow, that's huge. Because now Kyurem's gonna be in a really good spot. Okay, well, don't Dynamax. Don't do that. Right now, the question is, do I go for another Scald here? I think what I do is, I click Encore. Like, what's he going to do? He's going to U-turn, he's going to knock. I click Encore. Toxic. Okay, so we Encore this into Toxic, which means now I can go into Kyurem, which is fine with me, because I go into Kyurem now, and I set up a Dragon Dance and I win? Maybe, because I have Babiri? Because right now, nothing outspeeds the Kyurem. Torn, what is it going to do against me? Or I said Kyurem, do I mean Solgaleo? I'm going to Kyurem here. I think what he's going to expect is for me to go into Solgaleo. Switches out. Into Muzdale. Torn instead. That's good. That's good. So KB comes in. Against Torn Nadis. It's revealed Knockoff and Taunt. Focus Blast has a chance to KO me if it's like max special defense, max special attack, which I don't think it is. If I get a Dragon Dance off, I think it's game. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Dance. Switches out. Scizor is gonna come in. That's good. That's good. I have the Dragon Dance. Kyurem Black at +1. I have my Babiri Berry against Scizor. If Scizor has, like, if it's max defense, let's say, max defense, Impish, 42 to 50. That's its max defense. I have Bullet Punch, it's burned, which is getting rid of the leftovers. So, Bullet Punch, the first Bullet Punch is going to do 10 to 12. So, come on, Kyurem. Come on, KB. Put in the work, monster. +1, Fusion Bolt. Look at that damage. That's like defensive. That's fully defensive. Toxics me. That's fine. I think I should be able to still win this in time. I think I still should be able to win this in time. Okay. As much as I really want to click Ice Spear here, I just can't. I can't. I have to go for the Fusion Bolt now. We're going to go for the Fusion Bolt. Be around half after Toxic and Bullet Punch. And nothing else speeds. Which is out. It's going to go Mudsdale. There's the Mudsdale. So yeah, that's why I want to go for the Icicle Spear. But I'm at +1. Mudsdale. I just can't risk it. Just cannot risk it. This may not KO, depending on how many hits I get. Which, that sucks if that happens. But I get this thing weakened, which is important. So we go for the Icicle Spear here. It's not Yachi. Look at that damage. If I get, I think, 4 hits, I think I can do it. Come on now. Get the hits, get the hits, get the hits, get the hits. 3. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Let's go. Get the KO. Thank you. Okay, we're still in this. Pure and Black. Absolute monster. I cannot believe that we have this thing with Pult. We're at half right now. We're at half right now. There's the Scizor. Go for the Fusion Bolt. If I see the Bullet Punch, we have our Berry. That's going to do about 12% at the very most without no investment. Yeah, eat it up. I think we die the next hit though. Which is fine. This is the second KO for KB now. And everything dies to Icicle Spear. So if we outspeed, or if we live a hit, then we get a KO. So that's 2 kills for KB. Live the hit. Live the hit. Live the hit. Let's go. 1 more KO. 1 more KO, unless there's a random Protect somewhere. And we get a free Spear off. Very free Spear. There's the Torn. Free Icicle Spear. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Oh, is this going to KO? Okay, so here's the thing. What do I go into? Do I go into Pult? Maybe, maybe not. Do I go into Solgaleo? Maybe, maybe not. I revealed Encore, and I think no matter what I Encore into, I win. So I'm going to go into Oogie here. It's probably going to end up being a 2-0, I'd say. And I fire off an Encore now. He has not revealed Rocky Helmet, which is great. Come on. Come on. Encore. That Mudsdale was such a pain. I had so many opportunities to set up and sweep the Solgaleo, but Mudsdale just being there, so annoying, so frustrating. Has to go for a physical contact move to hit me. The Dragon Dance, I go for Encore. Then I go into Pult. And I click Darts, or I click, what's what I'm looking for? Draco. I should have it. Dragon Dance, okay. Quagsire, not Quagsire, let's go KB. I don't want any KB, I want Dragapult. Against Zekrom. Okay. It's Encore currently. Can now go into Roku. And click my Specs Draco. This should KO. This should KO. He's gonna outspeed me, get another Dragon Dance off. And the Dragon Dance. This absolute monster of a Pokemon. Oh my god. If it's not Haban Berry or Sash, we win. And the Dragon Nest, that's the third one. And I believe it has 1 more turn of Encore. Not Haban Berry. So I think we just KO unless it's Sash. Let's go! Alright, 3-0 win. Oh my god, we managed to stop the threat. Encore, Quagsire. Game winning. If we did not have Encore there, we lost. We lost. 3-0W, we take it. Kieran Black putting in the work. Pult picking up 2 nice KOs. And then we have Prim getting the final KO on the stupid ass Audino. I did not expect Audino to come. I was super surprised not to see Feeny. I was pretty surprised not to see Darm, but we take those. If for some reason I didn't KO, let's say it was Habanberry. Let's say it was Habanberry. We do 85 to 101, okay? Which means that as it goes for the KO on me, then it has to attack me the next turn. It can't just go for a roost. It's like it goes to the KO on me with the Dragon Claw or the Bull Strike or whatever. I go into Quagsire after, and I go for Earthquakes. Or no, I go for... Do I go for Encore? Is that what I do? I don't know what I do. I probably go for Earthquake, to be honest. Earthquake does about half. Yeah, it does more than half. So I go for Earthquake against it consistently, and if that happens, then I'm in a really good spot where I can just guarantee the KO, even if it goes for the Roost, because if it goes for any attack to KO me, like Dragon Claw, I will KO it back with my helmet, which means I still have 1 mod in the back. Being Solgaleo, we get the win. Wow. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. That was crazy, super amped that we ended up getting the W here. Shout out to my front office for all the help. We had a ton of mocks for this week. They were very, very helpful for it. And hopefully we can then continue our nice little win streak that we build up to a 3-win streak after next week. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a comment down below, including the comment, or the, not comment, but the word of the day. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.